Ahwefo aha Pinax TV ye damwase se na ye mama kwa aba nso se wo hwe yen update ahora yen saka na ye de brem ye hyase na ye kok straight to the camp of the Akyem esuom Krontihene sam radio ni buefu pa a ode nsem bia beto monten so a enya grofa the New Patriotic Party ho ochra na chese e wo se sam radio Ghana fo nyina ka o madwen bom ye baako na ye push the New Patriotic Party echo 40 years in wilderness or say from national level to regional to district to local level ochra na NPP we di abro pa nti Ghana fo mfa ensam bebo nsam eyem na ye push omo enko 40 years in wilderness ye ba kwa kotie ne nsem bia ode atom mountain so ahwe dia okaye enti sam radio na chese Akyem esuom Krontihene a ne din de Nana Buedi Amponi Obodade ne buefu pan a o kire se NPP for de omo ne Ghana for enni ni ye kra from the ex-president Ekufuado besi national executives, regional executives, district executives, branch executives dia omo kira na chese omo di Ghana for abro pan o de nsem ya beton mountain so yen konkotie
Ghanaians must sentence that generation of thieves, that generation of robbers and looters to 40 years in the wilderness. Anybody that had anything to do with President Ekufuado Bawumia administration should be sentenced to 40 years political wilderness. Right from the national level to the regional executives to the constituency, the NPP owes Ghana that to clean up the whole system and allow a new breed of people who are selfless and who want to serve this country.
That was Nana Buedi Amponi Obodade oye Akyem esuom Krontihene sam radio ni buefu pa ode nsemeton mountain so say NPP from the ex-president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo besi Bawumia from regional executives, district executives, local level sam radio sam krofo India osusu say Ghana for emfa omonko 40 years of political wilderness ocha na chese omo ni Ghana fo eni ni ye kra omo mania mamu ye den ma Ghana fo e wo se yese so omo nyina akọ sa political wilderness na ye ja omo pese omo som oman na omo wo oman no ho do ma omo nya adwuma ma oman no na ye to aso asam radio na chese ansa na ye bekọ sansam min so de na chese Akyem esuom Krontihene de na ne buefu pan a o kire se NPP for de no susu se omo ya akonfo omo ne Ghana fo eni ni ye kra omo mania mamu ye den e ma Ghana fo nti o de nsem ya beton mountain so yen konkotie ne nsem ni bi
Ghanaians must sentence that generation of thieves, that generation of robbers and looters to 40 years in the wilderness. Anybody that had anything to do with President Ekufuado Bawumia administration should be sentenced to 40 years political wilderness. Right from the national level to the regional executives to the constituency, the NPP owes Ghana that to clean up the whole system and allow a new breed of people who are selfless and who want to serve this country.
So that was the Akyem Esuom Kontihini a ne wefu a backlash kese pa ekwama NPP for chira na chese omoni Ghana fo eni ni ye kra nana sansem we ndi asa dia we ni di echire pa na owo pepa bi ma ensem we kan bibi kaka fa ho.
All right, so once again, in Chiang Kese Nkoma Ashefo Nieti for New Bibiara. The issue about this particular man, he has been on the neck of the New Patriotic Party for a very long time. And according to him, the few months that John Dramani Mahama is in power, the few years that he's in power, what he has been able to achieve and the things he's done, now Oshe most of the taxes, especially a banwe really back. At the end of the day, the government is still surviving, and they are even coming out to tell us, say, they wouldn't be borrowing again. So all of these things to him, no sure, MPP for buying a mobile call 8 years, no mobile Ghana for abroad. It's for me, Kai Moya, Obeka said last year 6 years, a brother the whole E-levies and some air cost. The NPP told Ghanaians that without E-levy, the country cannot be run. The country will go bankrupt. And apparently, it is not so, because when this particular government came into power, they took off E-levy, they took off betting tax. In fact, we are learning, say, oko a year temahaba, most of the taxes are not a workers, they have been able to take all of them a year back. So all of these things and how Mahama is very effective in his government, all the ministers is like they are actively competing against each other, putting all the 2 and 4s together, and chief they say, can we just have an oral for past presidents? I'm talking about Operation Recover or Loot. Let's go after Akufo-Addo. Let's go after Jan Krumah. Let us go after people like Dr. Baumia. Let us go after people like Miracles Abuaji. These are the corrupt officials who are looting the state. Destroy Ghana. For once we talk say Ghana. So this is exactly what is going on, and that is the standpoint this particular man is, this particular chief is coming from.
Okay, yeah, that was a pan. Not just that was the Akyem Esuom Kontihini, not just na the wefu pa or Kwama NPP for, and he's been known for political controversies around issues that are related to the New Patriotic Party. Or try not to say they didn't do Ghana any good. They came to steal from Ghana. They came to do this and that from Ghana and all that. And indeed, Nana Abwedi Amponi Obo Dade. Oh, yeah, Akyem Esuom Kontihini. And then the wefu san. Yet, once one I caught straight to the camp of the digital man. Ghana has said, yeah, champion of digitalization. They are not just a Dr. Baumia. Oya flag bearer say Emma the New Patriotic Party, former vice president of Ghana, and na ode tennis ball skills Eton Mountain. So ocha na chese oko anapano sorry koye exercise kakra ba na ode some tennis ball etwa. So ocha na chese politics isn't about the back and forth and all that. Sometimes exercising so ehu hiya pa nti on your screens na the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Baumia, or former President Baumia, yenyina as champion for digitalization, or train tennis ball skills. No, and see about video no na share kwanya ifa so koye. moving on na call China Chin Chong Chin na chese eho na summary de call asem kese bi esi wo ho no ma efa kata shane proye on your screens here China chese China sentences former defense ministers Wei Fengyi and Li Shangfu to death for bribery and corruption. Not just asem kesiye pa na esi wo China memu a ye kire say defense ministers akwakoye some sort of bribery and corruption katase hye any proye any dream kankan abeton mountain so ngofo be baba be kire omadwen afa bi mo ba be kire say Ghana ha say die it's more or less like a politicians ni government officials anyama wen ye and shedanya sem cry yetimi set up committee oral to whatever yenya hwen found but it looks like for China for the it is a big thing to them so your minister na say who engage in something related to bribery and corruption and not just say they are going all out for you not just say they are no Wei Fengyi and Li Shangfu not just say yes sentencing omu to death for bribery and corruption among for be braba be or views or point of view as far as this situation is concerned. Ebi mo try to say Ghana we are able to take such initiatives issues on bribery and corruption what Ghana has say you know. Another brass some people have also said that when there should be it should be more or less like something we as Ghanaians we look up to because currently it's like bribery and corruption is becoming like something about us. It's becoming a part of us from all aspects of our economy, from health sector to education to agriculture to a lot of aspects of the economy. And I just say we engage in bribery and corruption. Kamia say it is just the normal. It is what government officials are meant to do, and there is nothing we can do about it. We tend to one man to say create committees near the idea say and yen found say why na ye say na why na ye say na a whole lot ye na ye den sem kakra beton mountain so ma etie 40 we na say that is the end of the game some no they just go scot free entwe ye kra ebi mo kra na say sentencing them to death ne de na it's a way too extreme and what in kakra simple call prison for a number of years in poor it could have still been a learning curve it could have been something to look up to now so sadly when you are yourself ye kun cry fiat as far as we so they not just say another pa ye so that is what is coming from China two defense ministers ya sentence to life and to death just say ye ku omu efi ati asefo asase